What's up, YouTube? I'm Xeus, and welcome back to another Boruto video. So this is going to be my Boruto 137 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching, and let's get right into the video. So I think this episode is the Samurai Exchange student, right? And this is hype for like multiple reasons. First of all, let me just say this is the first time that a samurai has been included in like with the shinobi. Like they've been there when the war was going on. They were there and they were there to help. But other than that, they have not really been around like that. And it's really cool to see one of them around the shinobi and actually putting in a lot more. Be totally honest, they kind of overshined the shinobi this episode, and I'm kind of mad at that because it was cool. Well, I'm gonna explain the review first, then I'm gonna get back to this point because I kind of feel like she outshined Wasabi and Namida, and it was kind of whack. But either way, so the episode first starts off, and they're basically talking about how I think it's the scientific ninja tool program or something like that Sumire is being involved in. So since he's been accepted, she can't be a part of Team 15 anymore for the time being, and she has to leave. And basically what's going on is, long story short, you figure out that like Sarda and Chocho, which we're going to cover in a second, they're actually having this surprise going away party for her, right? And but we're gonna get to that shortly. Okay, so basically they're running through town and they're going to meet Hanabi, right? And they meet, I think her name is Sabaki, and basically she almost Wasabi almost runs into her, and they have this heated conversation, basically the samurai looking down on the shinobi. And this whole episode is kind of just that, like the samurai is looking down on the shinobi like they're trash. And to be totally honest, I'm gonna put my outlook on that right now. I think the shinobi would straight up smash the samurai, and it's been proven. And I don't understand why she's acting like that. And I kind of, like, in the middle of the episode, had a little bit of a problem how she just acted like she was a god compared to them. Which, don't get me wrong, the majority of the people that come around that join them teams, like Sai, he did the same thing. So I guess that's to be expected, right? But anyway, basically, she's a part of the team. They're getting introduced to her. When they meet Hanabi, the girl that was in the middle of the town that they almost ran into, is the new person that's on their team, which is also not a shinobi. Which this creates conflict because already you see that she's talking down about the shinobi, and Wasabi is trying to stick up for the shinobi at the same time, and she's really trying to prove that they're worth their grit. And while she's basically Sabaki is basically like, yeah, no, they're not. This episode was a lot hyper than what I thought it would be. It was cool. First of all, the samurai interaction, just to see how different just to see how one of them would act with them. And I was kind of like getting pissed at her, but at the same time, I kind of understand because I'm pretty sure it's some shinobi that'll go to the samurai that'll be acting the same way. So you can't really be mad at her for that. So Hanabi basically tasked them to take around the Leaf Village, basically, and show her around and basically get her acquainted with everything while she's going off on a mission. I don't know if these guys are bandits. Bandits, that's the name I'm gonna use. Please, not Mujina bandits, but they're bandits. And basically, they're in a bingo book, and she's leaving off on a mission while she leaves them to show Tsubaki around the town. And this is when she meets everybody, right? They're walking through, and they're having these heated conversations. Like, you even have this moment where Wasabi uses the cat cloak, and old girl Tsubaki is like, if I unleash my sword, if I ever take out my sword, the fight's done. And you don't get what she means until the end of the episode, but I'm gonna explain. She basically is no reason because she feels like she'd win the fight already, so she walks off, and they run into like Chocho and Inogen and Sarda, and basically you could just tell that everybody's not taking nice to her because of the way that she's speaking and the way that she's acting about the shinobi, like, and she's like not shy with it either. She doesn't just have these ideals and keep them to herself. She's outward with them. So every time that she's around them, she's like, yeah, I hate these guys, and yeah, shinobi should do this, and shinobi are so bad, blah blah blah, blah, and stuff like that, right? So basically, they all, if I'm not mistaken, they all go their separate ways. Wasabi, Sarada, everybody is mad at Sabaki at this point, but she still feels that the samurai are held a notch above the shinobi for whatever reason, right? So it cuts to the scene where Wasabi is sitting on top of this building and she's basically looking down, and you have this moment where, actually, let me dial it back. She says that shinobi do not have conviction, and while they have this little argument, you have this little moment because Nabita doesn't really get that many moments. It was kind of like the Wasabi versus Tsubaki episode, to be totally honest. But she basically says that's not a decision that you could just make lightly. Like, you haven't even been around the shinobi enough to know. You just immediately writing them off because, like, you have some type of grudge or, like, attitude with them is what it seems like. And she basically goes off to find Wasabi, who's sitting on top of the building, like I said, and they were talking about how basically she understands that they have to be cool. That they have to come to this agreement and understanding because they're on a team, and the only way to keep each other safe is to be totally in sync, right? And she understands that, but at the same time, if the person is not willing to try to mend things with you, then it's not gonna work, whether you want to or not, right? And at this point, it just seems like she wasn't really willing to do that. And while they're in the middle of having this conversation, they notice that this guy is in a Elite Village who looks just like the guy from the bingo book, right? And they go after him. And basically, he knows they're trailing him. He's thinking it's like the police or something, but he doesn't know it's like Wasabi and Nabita, right? And basically, they follow him. He just disappears, and they're like looking around for him and stuff. And then he comes out the blue, basically explains who he thought it was, stuff like that, and it's basically over for him. They're thinking that they're by themselves, but obviously the other guys that were with him were watching or something, because as soon as the moment happened, like all the heat hit, they jump down. There's three of them right there, and I like how Wasabi is not afraid. I like that, and the fact that the cat cloak that she used this time was different, and now I don't know how much different, but it was different. I think that's cool. I was kind of mad that Namida didn't really do anything but like cry like a baby. She didn't even use the new jutsu that she learned in that supposedly, I think it's not supposed to be filler, but it seemed pretty filler to me. But yeah, I was kind of mad that she didn't do that, and she basically just opened the door for Sabaki to come and save. They made Namida not do anything so Sabaki could come and save Wasabi. That's what I feel like. It was okay. It was okay. So basically, Wasabi is giving it her all. She's fighting against, I think Namida has like one person. She's fighting like one person. Wasabi's fighting like two at the same time. She kicks this dude away, but basically her fight is with the leader, basically. And she is broken down. quick, fast, and in a hurry. I hate to just say it like that. And Sabaki comes and saves her at the last minute, because to be totally honest, I saw through the whole episode, I saw no reason why she would do this. But she must have been watching the whole time, and just because of their strength and their conviction and her care for her friends, she decided that it was a good idea to save her, right? And maybe she decided in her mind that maybe what she thinks about Shinobi isn't true. And she's yet to see if it is. So, basically, I think she does this move. It's called the Secret Sword. Something, snowstorm, something. And I don't know, it reminded me of when Madara did the Susanoo. It's not as big as a scale, but it reminded me of it. And she basically did the move, knocked all of them out at the same time. And this is why I say, like, I totally understand her saying, like, if I unleash my blade, it's over with. I get it. To be totally honest, this episode was kind of okay. For it to be filler and not really be that important like that. It is important, but it isn't at the same time. I think it was okay. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video right here. This has been my Boruto episode 137 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching.